Yeah, go ahead. Set your play up, bro. Set your play up. You have no idea what you're doing, do you? You don't understand that LT is high off crack, and he's about to get all up in your sack. You're about to get the business. Where's your mom's at? Let's get it. What's going on, my people? Now, we are back with another gameplay of Weekend League, and like I always tell you guys earlier in the videos, play Weekend League at your own risk. It's not something that I would recommend that anyone does at any time, but if you feel like you should do it, like myself, go ahead and get it done, bro, because what it's going to do is it's going to make you feel like you can, bro, you can take on anything, bro. If you can survive Weekend League, you can do anything in the world, man. You could be the president. You could be the governor, bro, the governor. Like, you could do whatever you want to do if you could survive Weekend League. But either way, it doesn't really matter. This guy right here was a very interesting game because I don't know if he's blind or if he just had his TV off throughout the entire game, but he did a lot of weird things. I myself was also doing a lot of weird things, but in this game in particular, I didn't really care about anything that was going on at any time. So I came out with the full intent to be an absolute idiot, and I was successful. And that's the key to winning Weekend League games. So a lot of you guys might say to me, Gmi, what do you mean about being an idiot? Let me explain something to you, right? When you come out and you're playing Weekend League, a lot of things that go on is stuff that you probably wouldn't even be able to imagine in a horror flick, right? And you're thinking to yourself, why would they put this game out for human consumption? And that's what it's all about. That's what's actually funny about it. That this game is widely available everywhere for you to do whatever you want. And it doesn't make much logical sense as far as the gameplay goes, right? The MUT content is huge. If you guys agree with me about the MUT content, like building your teams, theme team, all that good stuff, write MUT in the comment section, all right? If you agree with me about that. If you think the gameplay is good, write good. I just want to know how many people thinks the gameplay is good. But if you write MUT, that means you agree with me that the MUT content itself is what makes the game playable. Because, like, I find myself just trying to, you know, build my team to make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really care about what happens in game as much because I'm going to lose to bums and I got to deal with that as a man. So I don't really find myself caring too much about that. I just want to build my team up to the ultimate capacity of the flux capacitor. That's usually what I'm trying to do. So in this case, when you guys say to me, Gmi, how am I supposed to win more Weekend League games? All right, what do I need to do? All right, look, this is the number one thing you need to do. You need to get a playbook. Like right now, I think the playbook that I'm using is the Pats. Now, I jump around in my playbooks, but most of my wide receivers have deep route chemistry, so that's primarily what I utilize. So in this case right now, I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to be using a PA flood shot play because what happens with this is you can alter it, but your tight end is running that, you know, the deep crosser, and then you have like the streak or whatever like that. So I'm going to walk you through it a little bit. Pretty much what you're going to need to do is you need to have a lot of deep crosser routes going on. All right, a lot of deep crosses. Like if you see what Randy Moss is doing, you see that route, that deep crosser, he's able to do that because he's able to get deep route specialists. So even with him running like that, I thought that Cooper had him beat deep, but that was just an overthrow by Cam Newton. You can see that the crossing route is the death of the game because you realistically, right? Even if you have the right defense for it, even if your Cloud Flat decides to play it, even if you play a defense that you think plays it, when you least expect it, you're going to get dotted. All right, now right there, that's just EA doing EA things. Randy Moss has high catch, but it'll bounce off his nose, and you know, somebody will pick it. That's fine. Generally speaking, that's usually going to be a hot dot. You could wait a little bit longer. You know, most players run it out of trips tight end. You guys all know about the whole fact that the zones in the game are pretty much broken. So regardless of how they fix it, the crosser in general is going to get open simply because once the guy is still running that far across the field, the corner is going to start to come down. Especially if the quarterback runs towards that side, it's not like realistic to the point where you see like how he just threw that and my guy went to swipe it and the ball went through his body. That's generally what's going to happen. So you can see he's also running two crossers. Maybe he's even hot routing another crosser. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's a moron, but that's not what this is about. The objective of it is to make you understand. You see how the crosser just starting? But I'm going to pick him off, bro, and I'm going to pick his mom's up too. And I'm going to be late. Probably around 45 seconds late because anything after like 10 seconds is considered disrespectful. So I'm going to be like 45 seconds late. So I'm going to tell her 8, but I'm going to be there at 8 and 45 seconds. But listen, that's not what any of this is about. I'm going to keep doing it because some of you guys don't believe me, like how easy it is to just keep running crosses every play and that they're going to be open. So you can see what I'm doing, right? I'm just running crosses. Cam Newton is missing the throw because he has Taylor sitting in that zone in the purple, and they did enhance the way the curl flats play the crosser routes. But in general, even if you like hot route it to cloud flats, it's the same thing. Some of the plays are going to get open, some of them won't. You just have to make the right decision to make the right throw. You see what I'm saying? And right now, I'm just throwing it into coverage because, like I said, when I decided to give you guys the information that you guys were asking me about how a lot of these guys go, getting 20+ wins and stuff like that, this is what they do. It's just over and over. You're just running crosses. You're just hot routing the crossers. You have a streak on the field, whatever. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have a crossing route, I wanted to show you guys the trip tight end, but I was more focused on this. You see what he's doing? You see, like, now he tried to play man-to-man coverage because he sees that the zones are not really getting, like, exactly where it should be. So that's what happens in most cases as well. People will come out and they'll try man-to-man coverage. Now, if you don't make the right read, it's nothing that, I can do about that. But in most cases, like the bunches, the tight formations, trips tight end, you got to go into those playbooks and just find crossing routes. If you don't have the deep route chemistry, just find crossers. If you don't have crossers, you can run the slants. The slants do the same thing. As a matter of fact, most people that play the game, they'll run slants the entire game. They'll just run slants, and it'll get open on one side of the field no matter what you're doing. And people don't really, you see, in previous Maddens, before they added all these extra zones, you were able to play those things because the zones would kind of like adapt to what the actual receiver was doing. Now they don't. They just get stupid. Like a guy that you could go out and be like, you know what? I'm gonna pass commit here, and I'm gonna have him in a cloud flat. Let me know if that's happened to you guys. Go ahead and let me know. You put him in a cloud flat, right? You pass commit, and the dude still run down towards the quarterback when he rolls out, even though you don't want him to. You didn't click the R3. The guy just runs down. That didn't used to happen in other Maddens. They would stay back there and play their zones. That's the difference with this Madden and a lot of the other Maddens. Because like even in Madden 18, crosses weren't an issue. If you were running slants, dudes would actually stay there. They still wouldn't play their zone. They had that whole stupid thing about a threshold of having 91 zone, all that stuff. It was all stupid. After a while, everybody just played the same way and it was dumb. That's usually what happens. But in this game in particular, the one major thing that I've noticed that's a huge flaw, they will, I have no understanding of why they do it. The corner will just stop playing defense and run after the quarterback if he runs outside the pocket. And that's what creates a major issue. Yeah, pick the ball up. Yeah, good job, man. Nice job. That's the way to throw a pick right there, bro. This guy is an absolute moron. And again, look, for those of you guys that are saying, okay, you told us about offense running crosses. What do you suggest about defense? Pretty much run cover 2, put your middle linebacker in the deep blue. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like that's pretty much what it is, bro. They're going to do what this guy. Look, most of the guys are going to do that. They're going to just throw the ball directly to you. That's pretty much what they're going to do. It's not something that's like rocket science. They're going to throw the ball right to you. And all you got to do is just have that deep blue in the middle. Because EA thinks that a middle linebacker is the fastest man on the planet. And as long as you put him in a deep blue, you really can't beat him deep unless you're running trips. If you're running trips, depending on where he's positioned, that's probably the only way you're going to be able to burn the deep blue in the middle. Now, with what he's doing, he's leaving everybody open because he doesn't really care about anything. But Cam Newton is just missing a couple throws. His basic cover 3, you can see that his purples are playing the sidelines, right? He's not base aligning or doing anything. He's just leaving it stock. And you can see that the purples are playing the crossers. In this case right here, all you have to do is just keep playing. Just keep throwing it. Just keep throwing it. He's going to pick it right there. But what I'm saying is just keep throwing the same routes. You see like how I had the two guys going the same way? I had my tight end doing the crosser, and I had the guy above. If I throw it to the guy below that guy, he would still be open with the purple there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can overdo it. Like you can have like double crossers. You can do whatever you want. The whole objective is just to make sure that you have the cross. Oh, yeah, okay, bro. Okay, good play, man. Hey, Sean Taylor, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't pick the ball off. You know what I'm saying, bro? Why? Why would you pick the ball off? It doesn't really make any sense, right? You stupid idiot. But don't worry about that. That's neither here nor there. The bottom line about this whole situation is this. If he thinks it's sweet, it's really not, though. And I told you right now, Lawrence Taylor, bro, that dude is high as a kite. And he's going to come in and take care of business. So I'm not really worried about a lot of the other things that this guy is doing. I'm just, doing whatever I got to do to make sure that I can explain to you guys thoroughly what this whole purpose was for the video. Because, again, most of the people that you play in Weekend League, they're wearing a face mask with no, like that blocks their eyes. Their TV is off. They don't have a remote, and they're not physically there playing the game. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's what it feels like to me when a guy comes out, throws the ball in the quintuplet coverage, bro, quintuplet, and dots me. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, why would you ever make that read? And that has to be the reasoning behind it. It doesn't make any sense. Now notice, look what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? Now, playmaking him up a little bit. All I'm doing is running crosses every play. I have not done anything else other than run crosses. And he's played defenses that in the past would have covered this stuff. But for some reason, EA doesn't feel that it's necessary to allow the zones to play their zones. For some reason, EA just doesn't care about that situation. They're like, yo, you know what? He's not playing his zone. That's his problem. So because EA has given us the ability to continuously run crossers, that's what we have to do. Now, look, remember, if somebody comes out running it against you, you already know what's happening. You're going to have to just pray. You're going to have to run cloud flats, cover 2, pray, run cover 3, keep your curl flats going, pray, run cover 3, but hot routed and do so. Oh, that's a dot. That's a dot. That's a dot, bro. You know, it's a lot of different ways to try to counteract it. But again, at some point in the game, it's going to beat you because the game is not designed with consistency. And I want to stress that wholeheartedly to you guys so that you do understand that. Somebody may come out and run the same exact thing. I had a guy do the same thing to me last Weekend League. He just came out every play running the same thing that I'm doing right now. Tight, crosses, crosses, crosses. I had to pick him, like, I think I picked him twice to end up ultimately winning the game by 10. All right, so this is just the best way to just annoy your opponent. Now, obviously, there's other ways to do it with the run game and things like that, but I like to come out, you know, when I'm not streaming in most cases and just run plays like this out of any formation. Just have crosses going. But like I said, the key is the deep route chemistry on those players, and they need a minimum of 90 deep route to unlock that chemistry. All right, so once they unlock that chemistry, you're eligible to get deep route specialists, and you can give them a deep crosser anywhere on the field. So experiment, have fun with it, and see how it works out for you, and let me know about it. But before you go, bro, 55555-555-555. Give your moms my cell number. Tell her to text me. But I'm going to be late tonight. 8:03 and 45 seconds. One love.